Most people hear the word cybersecurity and immediately tune out. It sounds technical, complicated, and like something only computer geniuses and hoodies deal with. But the truth is, cybersecurity has almost nothing to do with being a genius, and everything to do with protecting your life in the modern world. Let me explain. Cybersecurity is simply about protecting things that exist online. That's it. Your money, your identity, your photos, your messages, your business, your reputation. Anything that lives on a phone, a laptop, or the internet. If you use a smartphone, you are already in the cyber world. If you use WhatsApp, Instagram, email, mobile money, or online banking, you are already exposed. And whether you like it or not, there are people out there trying to take advantage of that. Cybersecurity is the seatbelt of the internet. You don't plan to crash your car, but you still wear a seatbelt. Not because you're paranoid, but because you're realistic. Now let's make this very real. Imagine you wake up one morning and your WhatsApp account is gone. You can't log in. Your friends start calling you saying you're asking them for money. Someone is using your profile picture, your name, your voice notes. That's not a movie. That happens every single day. That is a cybersecurity problem. Or imagine you run a small business. You save customer phone numbers, prices, maybe invoices on your phone or laptop. One day it disappears. Or worse, someone gets access and starts messaging your customers pretending to be you. That's not tech stuff. That's real-world damage. Cybersecurity is simply about preventing that kind of mess. At its core, cybersecurity answers three basic questions. How do we stop people from getting into things they shouldn't? How do we protect information from being stolen or changed? And if something goes wrong, how do we recover? That's it. No magic, no buzzwords. Now let's talk about who the bad guys are, because this is important. When people hear hacker, they imagine some super smart guy in a dark room typing fast. Reality is much more boring and more dangerous. Most cyber attacks are done by regular people using simple tricks. Some are scammers sending fake messages. Some are criminals stealing money. Some are bored people testing what they can break. Some are businesses spying on competitors. And yes, some are governments. But here's the key thing. They don't usually break in by force. They trick you into opening the door. That's why cybersecurity is not really about computers. It's about human behavior. Let me give you an example. You get a message saying, "Your account has been suspended. Click here to verify." It looks official. It feels urgent. You panic. You click. Boom. You just handed over your login details. No hacking skills required, just psychology. Cybersecurity is learning how to not fall for that. Another example. You use the same password everywhere. Facebook, email, banking, everything. One site gets hacked. Now attackers try that same password everywhere else. And suddenly your entire digital life collapses like dominoes. Cybersecurity is simply knowing. That's a bad idea. Let me do better. Now, let's zoom out. The world used to be physical. If someone wanted to rob you, they had to be near you. There was risk for them. Now, someone on another continent can steal from you while sitting in their bedroom. Distance no longer protects you. Cybersecurity exists because technology removed physical barriers, but didn't remove human greed. Banks need cybersecurity because money is digital. Hospitals need cybersecurity because patient records are digital. Governments need cybersecurity because power systems are digital. And you need cybersecurity because your life is digital. Even your photos, your memories, gone forever if you don't protect them. Now here's something people don't like to hear, but it's the truth. You don't need to be important to be targeted. A lot of people say, "Why would anyone hack me?" That question already shows misunderstanding. Attackers don't care about you. They care about scale. If they can trick 1 million people and only 1% falls for it, that's still 10,000 victims. Cybersecurity is not about being special. It's about being prepared. Now let's talk about what cybersecurity is not. Cybersecurity is not installing one app and forgetting about it. It's not something only companies need. It's not just antivirus software. And it's definitely not fear-mongering. Good cybersecurity is boring, quiet, preventive. It's locking your door before sleeping, not after being robbed. It's understanding that convenience and security are always in tension. The easier something is, the less secure it usually is. That doesn't mean you live in fear, it means you live aware. and awareness alone blocks a huge percentage of attacks. Now, why should you care beyond just personal safety? Because cybersecurity is one of the most powerful skills of this century. Every business moving online needs it. Every government depends on it. Every system we rely on can be attacked. Cybersecurity is not going away. It's getting more important every year. And here's the interesting part. You don't need to be a programmer to understand it. You don't need to be a mathematician. You don't even need to love computers. Cybersecurity starts with mindset. Thinking in terms of, what could go wrong? Who would benefit if this fails? What am I assuming is safe when it might not be? That way of thinking applies to life, not just computers. Now, let me say something clearly, especially for young people watching this. Cybersecurity is one of the few fields where skill matters more than certificates, where curiosity beats credentials, where someone with a laptop and discipline can compete globally. It's not easy, but it's fair. And even if you never work in cybersecurity, understanding it makes you harder to manipulate, harder to scam, harder to exploit. That alone is power. So, when you hear cybersecurity, don't think jargon. Think protection, think awareness, think control. It's about owning your digital space instead of being a victim in it. In future videos, we'll break this down even further. How attacks actually happen, common mistakes people make, simple habits that protect you immediately, and how cybersecurity can even become a career or business. But for now, remember this. Cybersecurity